Hello and welcome to my Saradomin guide for the 2007 RuneScape servers. This guide will pretty much get you from not knowing anything about God Wars to be able to get in there, get that boss down, kill Zilliana, and maybe have a chance of getting maybe a Sarah hilt, Armadillo crossbow, gold sword shards, or a Saradomin sword. Now, the minimum requirements to actually get in is to defeat Dad in the Troll Stronghold quest, so you really have to have that done. I haven't listed it, but make sure you've got that done. And the actual stats you need, I would recommend that you have 70 attack, strength, and defense if you are going to melee, using the Varak method, which is pretty much the only method, the standard method that people use when meleeing it. There is a ranged option where you could use, I would definitely recommend 70 range for it, and you have to have 70 agility. You cannot boost it to get into Sarah's room. On your very first visit to this room, you do need 2 ropes to get into the actual room itself, so do not forget these on your first time. It is essential. Now, I did say this was for beginners. You could do it if you knew nothing about it. So this is how to get to God Wars Dungeon. I'm pretty sure this map is correct for the 2007 servers, but if it is just off, you just have to, use your mind a little bit. So, for the first option to get there, the red option, from Berthorpe, pretty much a game snake place to get you there. There is a bank in the Rogue's Den that you can use if you need a bank. Run through the Rud, you do need climbing boots, get all the way to the top and you're at God Wars. The second option, the yellow route. This is pretty much the troll harm time teleport. You teleport there with the spell after completing the quest Edgar's Ruse. You can chip like a teletab and use those as you see in my invents. That's what I use with the Nightmare Zone little scroll of redirection, I think it might be called. You have to look into that yourself if you are going to use those. And then when you get there, you can revert that teletab into a teletab for your house, so you can use that to get away. Now, third option, I'm pretty sure still works, you can use it, is from a relic or teleport. So you use a teleport tab to your house, and you run pretty much all the way east on that blue line there, and you pretty much meet up with the line that is from Berthorpe. Now, I'm pretty sure it's probably iffy, probably not worth using, but I reckon you would need climbing boots for that, so there's an option if you really want to try it, although I'm not sure if it works, or is available in this version of the game. Now, once you do get to the God Wars entrance, there is a cave, and I'm pretty sure on your first time there, you need a rope to get down. So if you do this very first time going into the God Wars dungeon itself, bring an extra rope so you can get down inside. There is another requirement to get into God Wars itself, a boulder near the entrance just before that. You need 60 agility or 60 strength to get past that. But since we're going to Saradomin on this guide, I'm going to assume you already have 70 agility and you would have that requirement. Once you get inside, follow this route with the pink line. When you get to the first red circle, you need to use 1 rope on the rock so you can jump down. Follow the pink line again, you will get to another rock where you use another rope on the red circle marked on the map. Follow the pink line again until you get to the green circle, which is the door that you need 40 kill count of Saradomin followers to answer, or a key which you can get in the God Wars Wilderness Dungeon, which I think is named the Commensal Key. I can make a guide on that if possible. If I do make a guide, I will put a link on how to get it, but I will not be showing it in this guide specifically. Now, the followers you need to kill are in that big circle in the map that's up right now. In the middle, we can find them there in the southeast corner, although some might find it easier to kill them in the Saradomin encampment. So the second and third pink lines there, you can find them in that area. Now, these monsters shown on the screen now, from left to right, you can see the requirements. The 2 on the left don't have any Slayer requirements or anything. The 3 on the right do, and the numbers are pretty much corresponding below them as to what you need. The one in the middle, the Saradomin Mage, does drop Dragon Boots. They are worth a few 100k, so you can do them for your kill count if needed, but you do require a high Slayer level to kill them. Now, almost done. We've got the Sarah inventory is what you need to pretty much take, or a shell for what you could take. On the left, we have the melee setup, so you've got 4 pure sets. You can change that. This is all changeable depending on what your team's like. It really depends on what you like. There's a Guthan set in there for healing up, which is very helpful on doing long trips and not using much food, as you can see. There is only 3 brews in there. Now, you can bring any spec weapon pretty much. I love the D-Heli. If I did have an AGS, I would use it, or a Saradomin God Sword, definitely probably even better than an AGS. You can see down the bottom left, I've got my monk robes and my semi-cape. They're for running through. I do take a key with me if I'm taking the key, or I do kill count sometimes. It's up to you. Now, I haven't done too much ranging at Sarah. I've done some, but it's really a shell. I think what the job of a ranger is to help the team. You can still attack while you're running away, You can lure it, like you can be the first person to hit it, run away, so everyone else can get straight on the boss. You don't really need food as much as a ranger. You don't need that Guthern set. It's really a shell, an open shell. So I'm not going to go too much into what a ranger brings. Obviously, there is no Zami item there because you would use a Zami prayer book, but you still need the Sarah items to get through. I can't really say too much. Got the Bone to Peaches there in both setups, the Trollheim tablets there, Superstores, Bruised, Pure sets, Ranger sets, Guthern. I mean, it's really an open shell what you want to do. You could bring more food, more pots, pure sets, anything for other people in your team, but usually there isn't too many Rangers. I prefer to do Sarah in a trio, although that I am almost max combat. You can do it in a 5-man team as all Varak, all Rangers. It's all personal preference really at Sarah. Now, the last thing, the gear, before I show you what happens in the boss room. So as a melee, you pretty much use Varak for the special that can hit pretty much through all armor and prayer, which obviously the boss doesn't pray, so it's just the armor effect from the Varak. It does hit like a truck, it's very good. You can use other setups, but this is 100% what I do recommend. Use Varak, it's the best melee setup. Rangers, you should probably use Armadillo. I mean, you don't have to, but it is better than the Krill there. Obviously, I've got the disgusting snake boots on. You can change that stuff around. As I said before, it's all personal preference. Probably a Void setup would actually be better there. I haven't tried Void there. I've tried Ranging. Ranging's good, but I did use an Armadillo crossbow, an Armadillo top, Armadillo with legs. Yeah, personal preference. That's all the range stuff is personal. So this will get you started these setups, but Varak is definitely the best option to use for melee. Now I'm going to show you pretty much a kill in a trio using full Varak with the Guthern method. Now as we did get in, we dropped our items. I mean, I could have dropped that Zami cap as well. I've reverted my Trollheim tab into a house tab. I've got my Bones to Peaches, I've got everything there. My quick pros are set up, everything. So now I'm sitting at the south wall, which you usually have the whole team sit at the south wall, wait for the spawn. You just saw someone running in, they hit the boss once and they run off. But other two people hit the boss. After about 3 hits each, usually about that's the time frame, it'll switch to another player unless the boss hits that player that it was kiting on. As you saw then, the person that was kiting was just a little bit away and they waited, and as the boss was about to switch, they ran in and hit it. Now when you go onto minions, you go straight onto the melee, which is Starlight, you kill that. If you need to heal up, switch to your Gutherns and heal up. As soon as you've got full health, put your Varak on because it will hit harder. And the second one you kill is Bree, which is the Ranger. The third one is the melee one. Now usually you collate health, as you saw then. That player said 55 and I was actually doing the wrong thing there and hitting Growler. Growler's the best one to heal up on. Mage Spray pretty much the whole kill. This boss is very, very simple. I am going to show you that exact same kill again and just pause it a few times and show you exactly what's going on and where. Alright, so we are in the middle at the moment, just killed the minions. We need to make our way down to the south wall on the map, which we will do in a second. This is where the whole team should be at. So when the boss does spawn, if you are all exactly on the south wall, it will just walk around until it gets close and then it'll aggro on someone. Now as you see here, the boss has spawned. It is running towards that dude that just said those naughty words, Mr. Claus. And he will run and hit the boss, then run past it. Me and the other DPS will run and start hitting the boss. See, hits it, runs off, and both of us start hitting the boss. That's our second hit. This will be our third hit and it should change. But as you can see, I've stopped it there. See, the person that was kiting got hit once before the kite ended. Now this means that it will reset and it will pretty much down that player again for the same amount of time. As you can see now we can count it. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Now it should change now. See, that player knew exactly when it was going to change, didn't waste any energy and was on the boss ASAP. And it is pretty much get the most damage on it, dies quicker, more kills per hour, people take less damage, people use less supplies, perfect. See here, we're on the melee minion, using melee. I'm pretty sure all three are weak to melee, so it doesn't really matter using what styles and that. They're all kind of the same. The second one, which is Bree the Ranger. The third one, which is the Major that you use melee on, is weak to melee, like very weak apparently that one. And that is the Guthern heal up one. Well, that does conclude my guide at Saradomin. There isn't much else. It is a very, very simple boss, as I said. I hope you do have good luck, and I will be putting out new videos soon. I'll put a link up now to those videos. They may not be active until I have them up, but I will get links to those other videos. Good luck, and thank you for watching. Please make sure to leave a like, a favorite. If you really do love it and you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.